Hello students, today we will study some of the exercise sum, that is of exercise 5.1. This is the topic of standard 9, chapter number 5, introduction to Euclid's geometry. Okay, so what is the question? Question number 4, that is, if a point C lies between 2 points A and B such that AC is equals to BC, then prove that AC is equals to 1 half of AB. Explain by drawing the figure. Okay, here we have given a line segment, that is a AB. Also given that is a point C, that is in between AB. That means if we join the line segment AB, then the point C is lying on this line segment, right? So let us suppose C is here. One thing we have given in the question is that AC is equals to BC. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that AC is equals to 1 half of AB. Okay, so first of all we have to write down the what we have given and what we have to prove. Because by writing this we get the clear idea about the question and we can think about the solution. Okay, so we will start from what we have given, AC is equals to BC. Now, what will happen if we add the AC both the side? If we add the AC both the side, this equation will remain the same. Why? Because there is an axiom that if equals are added to equals, the whole are equals, right? So both these things are equal, AC and BC. And if we add the same thing AC both the side, the whole, that means AC plus AC and BC plus AC will remain the same, that means equal. Okay, so now what will happen? AC plus AC is equals to 2AC and BC plus AC. See, BC plus AC is equals to total AB, right? So 2AC is equals to AB. Why we can write down BC plus AC is equals to AB? Because remember one more axiom is that whenever two things are coincide with each other, then both are equal, right? So AC plus BC will coincide with AB. That is why instead of AC and plus BC we can write down the AB. Now divide both the side with 2. Then what will happen? This 2 and 2 will cancel out each other, that is equals to AC, and here we will get the 1 half of AB. So how we can do this thing? Divide both the side with 2. See, there is one more axiom that states that things which are halves of the same things are equal to one another. So these two things are equal. If we half, that means if we divide both the things by 2, then again whatever the remaining by dividing these things will also be the same. So by dividing both the sides with 2, whatever we get will be the equal. So here we get the AC and here we get the 1 half of AB. So what we have to prove? See that we have to prove that AC is equals to 1 half of AB. So in this way, using the axioms and postulates, we can prove the any solution we have to ask. Okay, so this is the question number 4. Okay, let us study the question number 5. What is the question number 5 is? Question number 5 is that in the given question number 4, what we have do that a point C is called a midpoint, because we have proved that AC is equals to 1 half of AB. So a point C is called a midpoint of line segment AB. Prove that every line segment has one and only one midpoint. Okay, so we have given that in the question that there is a line segment AB. We prove that in the question number 4 that AC is equals to 1 half of AB. That means C is the midpoint of line segment AB. C is equidistance from point A and from point C, right? So in this question we have to prove that every line segment has one and only one midpoint, right? So to prove that, how we can prove that? Let us suppose that there are two midpoints. So one another point, let's take it as a D. So suppose D is also the midpoint of AB. what we do, we suppose one another point as a midpoint of AB, right? Then what we can write down according to the question number 4, if the C is the midpoint of line segment AB, then we can write down AC is equals to 1/2 of AB. In the same way, if the D is the midpoint of line segment AB, we can write down AD is also equal to 1/2 of AB, right? Because D is the midpoint of AB. So if we halve the AB, then we get the distance that is equals to AD. Let's suppose AB is equals to 10, then dividing it by 2, we will get the 5 centimeter, right? So AC is equals to 1/2 of AB, that we have already proved in question number 4. Yes. So here also, if AB is 10, then we get the value of AC is equals to 5. Here also we get the AD is equals to 5. So both AD and AC are equal. See, AC and AD are equal, right? Because according to the axiom 1, things which are equal to the same things are also equal. AD is equals to 1/2 of AB. AC is also equal to 1/2 of AB. We can say that AD and AC are also equal. Okay, so here we can say that when it is possible AC and AD, it is only possible when D and C are the same point. It is only possible when D and C are the same point, otherwise it is not possible. So from this we can conclude that, we can say that every line segment has one and only one midpoint. We cannot get the another midpoint of any line segment. Here in this way, using this axiom, we can prove this thing. Okay? Okay. Now let us study the question number 6. And what is the question? The question number 6 is, like here we have given a diagram. 4 points are there, A, B, C and D. And we have to prove that if AC is equals to BD, that we have given. And we have to prove that AB is equals to CD. Okay. So this is the diagram. All the 4 points are on the same line, A, B, C, D. We have given that AC is equals to BD. That means this much of the portion is equal to this much of the portion. AC is equals to BD. And what we have to prove? We have to prove that AB is equals to CD. We have to prove this much of line segment is equal to this much of line segment. So let us prove. We will start from what we have given. We have given AC is equals to BD. AC is equals to BD. So notice, we can write down this AC in the form of AB plus BC, because AB plus BC is coincide with the AC, right? So instead of AC, we can write down AB plus BC. In the same way, this BD also we can write down as a BC plus CD, because the addition of BC and CD is coincide with BD. Coincide means BD is totally cover the BC plus CD, right? So instead of BD, we write the BC plus CD. Now you can notice that in both this side, BC is the common. Then what will happen if we subtract BC from both the side? See, if we subtract BC from both the side, then what will happen? How we can subtract this BC? Remember the axiom, right? If we subtract the equals from both the side, then the remaining will equal, right? So by subtracting this, what will happen? This BC becomes 0. This BC and this BC becomes 0. What will remain? Left hand side remain AB, right hand side remains CD, right? And that is that we have to prove AB is equals to CD. See, so in this way we can solve this type of questions. All the questions that we have seen today, question number 4, 5 and 6, are very important. Okay, so this is all about this lecture. Thank you.